Former U.S. Comptroller General David Walker is calling for a fiscal sustainability commission in the wake of the Fitch downgrade. In a Real Clear Markets op-ed, David says that while the White House and others are up in arms, the move by Fitch was justified, and S&P and Moody's may eventually do the same. David Walker joins us this morning. He is also a founding member of the Federal Fiscal Sustainability Foundation. You were what was your title at the Peterson Foundation, too, David? You've been founding
I was the original CEO, Joe, and thanks for the opportunity to be back with you.
Yeah, this is not new for you. I've kidded you in the past that whatever you're doing, you need to do more of it or do it harder. It's just gotten worse, and this is with you, with your, pulling your hair on fire for 20 years. Isn't it worse now than it's ever been?
It is. Let me give you a few numbers. In 2000, fiscal 2000, when I was Comptroller General of the United States, since then, the total liabilities and unfunded promises for the U.S. have gone up 6 times to over $125 trillion. The debt subject to the debt limit has gone up 6 times to over $33 trillion. The debt as a percentage of the economy has more than doubled. And it's scheduled to get much, much worse. I'm actually calling for 2 things, Joe. I'm calling for a constitutional amendment that will limit how much debt as a percentage of the economy we can take on absent extraordinary conditions. And secondly, a statutory fiscal sustainability commission to engage the American people with the facts, truth, tough choices, make a package of recommendations, guaranteed up or down vote in Congress. We need both of those things and more if we want to restore fiscal sanity and sustainability.
Is it helpful when they blame the messenger? I mean, I watched the Biden administration's response, and actually mainstream media's response to this, almost as like, we just had a great GDP number, we've got, jobs at, record low unemployment, almost blaming Fitch for not buying into this Bidenomics sort of branding that they've had. I mean, this is a problem right now. It's gotten worse. Trump didn't help, obviously. They wanted that's all I ever hear is whataboutism. Don't talk about this now because the tax cuts are why we're in this position. For whatever reason, things are not great, and they're something we can't just all of a sudden start applauding that things are going great at this point because of something called Bidenomics, David.
Well, I was in the White House last week as part of the Defense Business Board, which I'm on, and the White House was caught totally by surprise here. They had no idea this was coming. They obviously feel strongly that it was wrong. I disagree with them. I mean, the fact is that things have gotten much worse. They're projected to get even worse, and nothing meaningful has been done. It's time to recognize that reality. And by the way, within the last week or so, we've seen the Congressional Budget Office say that the deficit for this fiscal year, 2023, and this is before the supplemental request, is going to be over double what it was last year. That's not getting better. That's getting worse.
The sad truth is that all the things we'd like to do to try to broaden the safety net and to solve income inequality and all the things that the left purports to be, so passionate about, it makes it impossible to do it when everything all the GDP growth is actually going to entitlement and interest rate payments. You can't do any of the other stuff. We're handcuffed because we have to do the debt service.
The truth is the government has grown too big, promised too much, subsidized too many, and it's got to restructure itself. And the fastest growing expense, as you touched on, is interest. And what do we get for interest? Nothing. And in fact, within the next few years, interest is going to pass what we spend on defense. It's absolutely outrageous. We need to recognize reality that one Congress can't bind the next Congress. The only thing that can do that is a constitutional amendment. And here's the shocking thing, Joe. In 1979, enough states had submitted applications for a convention of states to propose a fiscal responsibility amendment, and Congress failed to act. Chairman Jody Arrington, the House Budget Committee, has HCR 24 to try to bring more visibility here. In addition, I'm cautiously optimistic that the House budget resolution will include something on a fiscal sustainability or debt commission. It's time to quit playing games and get serious if we want our future to be better than our past.
David, it's Kelly here. If I could ask, one of the sort of problems that I think people have in warning about this is the boy who cried wolf effect, right? So when the crisis comes, we can look back and say, these guys warned about it for 20 years. But for right now, to a lot of people, it just falls on deaf ears. Because, I've heard this, and there's never been a crisis, and I've heard it, and I've heard it, and I've heard it, and it's all the same people making all the same Jack Dorsey, Elon, can somebody kind of, maybe it's the younger generation, or just cross the aisle, right? If Krugman came out with a column suddenly talking about the importance of this, I think it'd be a very different message. How do you kind of change this from being something that often just comes off as a partisan topic to something that has true urgency and really a galvanized, almost sort of bipartisan support behind it?
Well, let's be very clear. This is a bipartisan problem. The last time that we had a fiscally responsible president was Bill Clinton. There hasn't been one since then, no matter what party's in the White House. The last time we had a fiscally responsible Congress was when Newt Gingrich was Speaker of the House. You need divided government to really make this happen. I think we have to recognize the reality. The American people are a lot smarter than politicians realize. They understand you can't spend more money than you make, charge the credit card without having some day of reckoning. And that's part of what this commission has to do. It has to engage the American people to till the ground, to pave the way for a tough vote. We also have to learn from history. The Roman Empire fell for several reasons: fiscal irresponsibility, political incivility, decline in moral values, overextended military, and failure to protect its borders. Do those sound familiar?